This is Tony, and right now Tony has a huge problem. He is currently freezing his tail off in the middle of a harsh jungle winter. See, Tony just bought this shiny new German sled. It's got the leather, the rims, and yes, it has the heating coils installed right inside the seats. But Tony can't turn them on. Why? Because the Bavarian motor Corpos decided that being warm isn't a feature you buy once. It's a privilege you rent. Tony has to cough up 18 bananas every single month just to unlock a piece of hardware that he already owns. If he stops paying, the software locks him out, and he's back to shivering. Frustrated, Tony heads inside to work. He's a graphic designer, trying to make some extra bananas on the side. He boots up his computer and clicks on the industry-standard creative software. Let's call it Photoshop. Back in the day, Tony's dad bought a box with a disc in it. He paid once, and he owned that software forever. But Tony lives in the modern age. He pays 30 bananas a month, every single month. If he stops paying, he can't even open the files he created 5 years ago. He is effectively renting his own career. Exhausted, Tony just wants to chill. He turns on the TV to watch a movie. But wait, that movie is on Streamflix. The show he wants is on HBO. The sports game is on Primate Video. By the time he's subscribed to all of them, he's down another 25, maybe 40 bananas a month. And here's the kicker, he owns none of those movies. If the Corpos decide to delete a show for a tax write-off, poof, it's gone forever. Tony looks around and realizes the terrifying truth. He has a car he doesn't control, tools he doesn't own, and a movie library that can vanish overnight. Tony is drowning in the subscription trap. But why is this happening? Why can't Tony just buy a thing and keep the thing? Enter the rent seekers. These are the Corpos, the big zoo executives, and the Silicon Valley Mafia. See, in the old days, capitalism in the jungle was simple. You gave a Corpo some bananas, they gave you a product. The transaction was over. You walked away, and they had to go invent something new if they wanted more of your bananas. But the silverbacks on Wall Street, let's call them the banana exchange. They hate that. They hate one-time sales. One-time sales are unpredictable. Maybe you buy a new car this year, maybe you don't. What the Corpos want is recurring revenue. They want a pipe connected directly to your bank account that sucks out a little bit of juice every month, forever, until you die. Let's look at the math, because this is where they get you. They use a little psychological trick called microtransactions. When you see a price tag of 500 bananas for a piece of software, your brain goes, whoa, that's expensive. But when you see 20 bananas a month, your monkey brain thinks, hey, that's the price of a fancy lunch. I can afford that. But do the math, over 5 years, that 20 banana subscription cost you 1,200 bananas. You have paid for the product twice over, and guess what? You still don't own it. If you stop paying in month 61, you have nothing to show for it. The Corpos call this customer lifetime value. They don't care if the product is good anymore, they just care about churn. That's the number of monkeys who cancel, and they make it incredibly hard to cancel. You can sign up with one click, but trying to leave? You need a lawyer, a fax machine, and a blessing from the Pope. This is called a dark pattern. It's the death of ownership. When you bought a DVD, you could lend it to a friend, sell it at a garage sale, or watch it 20 years later. When you buy a digital movie on a platform, you're just buying a license to watch it if the platform feels like keeping it on their servers. You're paying full price for a temporary rental, and it's creeping into everything. Fridges that need Wi-Fi, tractors that farmers aren't allowed to repair, video games that shut down their servers, making the disc in your hand a useless piece of plastic. This is the deep dive into the new economy. An economy where you're just a user, not an owner, and if you think it stops at Netflix and heated seats, you're in for a rude awakening. But it gets worse. This isn't just about watching movies or heating your butt in the winter. This subscription disease is spreading to the stuff we actually need to survive in the jungle. Take a look at the farmers. They buy these massive 500,000 banana tractors to grow food for the rest of us. But if that tractor breaks down, they aren't allowed to fix it with a wrench. No, they have to wait for an authorized Corpo technician to come out with a laptop and unlock the engine. While they wait, crops rot. Money is lost. The farmer owns the metal and the rubber, but the Corpo owns the brain of the machine. This is called software locking, and it turns independent monkeys into dependent servants. It's hitting schools too. Education software that requires a monthly fee per student. If the school runs out of budget, the textbooks disappear. The history books vanish. Think about that. We are building a culture that can be deleted with the push of a button. If Streamflix decides a classic movie is offensive or just not profitable, they delete it. There is no physical copy. It's gone from history. We are letting the Corpos become the editors of our reality. This is Feudalism 2.0. In the old days, the king owned the land and you paid him to farm it. Today, the tech giants own the digital land, the servers, the software, the platforms, and we are just paying rent to exist in their world. So what did Tony do? Did he just accept his fate as a digital peasant? No. Tony decided to rebel. First, Tony canceled the subscriptions. He realized that for every paid Corpo tool, there is often a free, open-source alternative built by the community. Instead of Photoshop, he downloaded free software that lives on his hard drive, not in the cloud. It doesn't ask for a credit card. It doesn't phone home to the mothership. It just works. Next, Tony started buying physical media again. DVDs, Blu-rays, even vinyl records. Why? Because they can't update the terms of service on a disc sitting on your shelf. Once you buy it, it is yours. Forever. And finally, Tony sold that smart car. He bought an older model. One where the heated seats work because a wire connects to a switch, not because a server in California gave it permission. The only way to stop the subscription trap is to starve the beast. Stop renting your life. Start owning your tools. Support the right to repair movements that are fighting to let us fix our own stuff. Because if you don't own your stuff, you don't own your future. You're just a guest in someone else's zoo, and the zookeepers can kick you out whenever they want. Don't let them. Own your bananas, own your tools, and stay free. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, smash that subscribe button. See you in the next one.